Winter's winding down, still have some snow on the ground. We've been out walking through campus, looking at our landscape, seeing what damage we may have had over the winter. One thing we're starting to see on a lot of our shrubs is rabbit damage. This particular grouping here is Oakleaf Hydrangea. For us, normally we don't see a lot of damage in this particular area, but because of the depth of the snow cover, the rabbits were really able to get into these plants. And with rabbits, you know, the telltale damage is a very clean cut, 45-degree angle cut on the plants. It's going to be on the lower branches. This year, because of the snow depth, we may see it a little higher up. And so it may be a bit of a surprise for most of us as we walk through the landscape. Here are another location looking at members of the family of Rosaceae. This is a crabapple. So obviously roses and crabs, and there's many other members of that family that are in particular favorite food sources of rabbits, especially over the winter that they're looking for browse. We can see here with this crabapple that they've just come up here and just nibbled every little branch, every small branch off this larger branch. So we have several examples of this in these weeping crabapples that we have here. Now we're looking at a hazelnut. This is one that a lot of folks may have, the Harry Lauder's walking stick, very ornamental shrub. As you can see, lots of curled branches, which people really enjoy, and it's nice in leaf. In this particular spot, the rabbits have really come through and done a lot of damage here, taking a lot of the ends of the branches off. And this one will provide some challenges when doing some cleanup on this one. Well, the snow has melted. So we're back here in the Arboretum looking at these Oakleaf Hydrangeas to kind of reevaluate what we had after looking at them in the snow and the damage we had from the rabbits. As you can see, we've installed a fence around the plants here to continue to protect them. That's one thing for a lot of us. We think, well, winter's past, spring is up, the critters are out eating on different things, maybe the new grass in your lawn, and they might be doing that. But you can have tremendous damage early in the spring, early summer. So if you have some plants that seem to be a favorite of the local animals, you want to go ahead and get those fenced anyway. Then the next thing you want to do is some corrective pruning. And again, you want to protect these plants so they don't continue to be chewed on if you're going to be doing some pruning. And when we do the pruning, initially, especially with plants that are heavily damaged, we want to make sure we don't get too carried away. I usually look for a bud and then prune just slightly above the bud. If you feel like you need to take the plant farther down, do it carefully. At this time of year, especially after a hard winter like we've had, I'd hesitate to totally renovate the plant. Maybe just take out select canes and clean up some of the animal damage. Remember, it's still early in the spring, so we don't have to get everything pruned at once. Evaluate your plants, be conservative in your pruning. Make sure when you're out with your pruners and your saw that you have your gloves on and your safety glasses, that you protect yourself, because these are sharp things.